Hey guys, how you doing? If you guys are into woodworking, you want to make a little extra money, let your boss know that you're into woodworking. Whether you're in the office environment or industrial environment, your boss in the office environment might want you to make some gifts for all his clients and stuff. And industrial, you'll be making stuff like this. For the shop, I've been in the same shop for 30 some years. I let my boss know I'm a woodworker, and he's kept me busy doing plenty of stuff from gifts to flags for clients. He also has one of my friends making gifts for him, from intricate jewelry boxes to boxes that hold liquor bottles for his clients and everything. But this time I'm going to be making 20 of these, and there's going to be a box that falls in here out of an industrial machine, dropping steel into them. I'm not going to talk a lot. Just watch. You'll see how I make certain jigs and everything to do it. And let's get started. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut me enough stock to make 40 of these. I have to make 20 pieces. That's 2 a piece. That's 40 of them. I'm going to make them out of 3/4 stock. So I actually have to make 80 of them. So I'll be gluing the stock together. Here we go. Falling down. So guys, you can never have enough clamps, as you can see. While this is drying, I'm going to start making the bases for this. Alright guys, I'm going to be needing 20 2x6s at 22.5. Alright? Alright, I got the stop set up at 22 inches. This is a radial arm saw. So I'll just keep feeding them in there until I get 20 of them. Alright guys, there's our 20 bases. I want you to know something. All these 2x6s, as you can see, little dirt on them. It's going into an industrial setting. These are used pieces of wood that I picked up off of skids. So if you see old skids laying around, look for them 2x6s and stuff. Save yourself some money. Alright. So I've decided to put a little radius on the edges of all these, right in here. And I put a little radius bit in there, as you can see. Just a little one, just to help with the hands when you put your hands around it. I'm going to go nice and quick with them. Just like that. Another 37 to go. 37. I mean 17. Sorry about that. Okay, now that we got our plywood glued together here, it's now 1.5 inches thick. I have to cut this length here, and it's 5.5 inches. So I'm going to take my stop here, move it over to 5.5, and I'm going to go ahead and cut 40 of these at 5.5 inches. Then we're going to work it down from there. Alright, what am I going to do next? I'm going to cut this out. And to cut this out, I've marked this out where I want it. I put a little X in here, 1/2 inch in and 1/2 inch up. I'm going to use my 1-inch spade drill to put a little radius in the corner of these. And then when I use my bandsaw, I can just come down, turn it, come, and then go back up. And I'll have that little radius in the corner there. So I'm going to set up a jig right now on my drill press where I can just set each one of these in, flip it over, drill a hole on the other side. Alright? Okay, so here's our fixture. I'm going to slide it in, drill the hole, pull it out, flip it over, slide it in, drill the hole. Okay, it's going to be a little loud. I'm going to turn the vacuum on. I'll let you watch me do one, and then I'm going to do the rest of them. Here goes the vacuum. Here we go. Make sure you have no chips in here when you do fixturing of that sort, otherwise your measurement will be off. There we go. There's our holes right there. Now when I run the bandsaw, go up here, turn it, go across, then go down. Alright guys, something I want to point out to you with these fixtures is if you see I left a big gap right here, and I also left a gap in here where my piece slides in. The reason I did that is I don't want chips bolting up in here. So I just give it a good blow, like that, and it'll blow up there and there, and I can shove my piece right back in there like that. Alright, helpful hint. Alright, we drilled all them holes, as you can see. Got them all drilled out. I set my bandsaw up to cut these down, which is going to make this right here, okay? So I'm going to cut both of this sides first. And once I'm all done doing that, then I'm going to come down and cut the bottom sides. $39 more to go. Alright, on this cut here, I'm just going to freehand these. I'm not going to be making any fixtures or anything. So I'm just taking my square, going to the top of the holes, or the bottom of the holes, however you want to put it. Making a line, putting them up, just like that. Like I said, then I'm going to take them over to the bandsaw and I'm going to freehand that cut with no fixtures or jigs. Alright, right through the slot we go. Bring it around. Come right through, line it on the line. Come through, and I'm just going to bring it through. Oh, let me see. There we go. So there we got our U shape. Now again, 39 more to go. Okay guys, what I want to do with this next step is I want to get rid of all of these burrs, all the edges. I'm going to sand down, I'm going to radius this over, and I'm going to do all this on my rigid belt sander. You want to do that because whoever's handling this, you don't want them getting slivers and everything, and there's going to be a box that slides down in here. So like I said, take your time when you're doing projects like these, make sure there's no slivers for everybody, and let's get on to our next step. This is one handy tool to have too. See that? Nice and flat. Nice and flat. And I'm going to radius this over real quick. Real quick. The other side. The other side. Radius these over. Go. No slivers. I'm going to hit these inside radiuses by removing this belt and putting on a sander. Alright guys, here we go. There we go, that's what I'm after right there. Oh, look at that burr. I'm going to knock that off right here. There we go, that's better. Alright, so I got 29, 39 more to go. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to drill these two screw holes. Can you see them? They're offset, and the reason for it is I started doing it right in the middle, but the glue joint was so hard it was pushing the drill over. So they're going to be offset, but that's alright. I've hooked up a little jig. I just set it in there up against this 1x, and then I have a little angle block here. Push it in there, hold it tight with your thumb. Come down, turn it around, push it in. And again, you'll probably never be making anything like this, but it just shows you how fixturing can make things go quicker. And like I said, a little extra way to make some money. Working for the industrial people. Okay guys, so we're going to be assembling the skid now. And I just put a 2x4 on the bench where I can plop this up against. I'm going to cut a piece 5.5 inches so I can butt this up. Then I'm going to screw this down. And then I'm going to fit another piece right in here that I can butt in and then screw this one down. Alright, I'm going to head over to the radial arm over there and cut me a 5.5 inch piece. Okay, there's our 5-inch piece here. I just slide this one in here. Screw it down. Then I'll butt this 8-inch piece up against it. Glue this one down. Screw it down. And we will be good. Alright guys, let's see how this goes. First piece, 5.5 inch piece. Then we're going to take this here. I'm not going to be shy with the glue because there's a lot of pressure on this thing. There we go. Put that down. I'm not in a race. I'm not going speed demon fast, but the fixturing does help it go a little bit better and keeps everything the same. Draw that screw down a little bit. Let the glue do the rest. Put the 8-inch piece on. Put us another piece on there. Let's add some glue. There we go. Two more screws. There we go. I'll put it over there. Put it over on the bench over there, and I got a bunch more to do. That's 20 pieces. If you made it to the end, great. I'm going to explain to you what these do in a few minutes. I'd like to take you inside the shop and show you, but unfortunately, the boss doesn't like cameras in there. Okay, how this works. There's an automatic screw machine on one end. The part is done. Somebody puts a box in here. It's as long as this. The box fits in here. There's rods that shoot down into the box. There's about 30 pounds of rods that fit in here. They're about 3/8 of an inch deep. Then it drops down. When it drops down, the fellow puts the next one on, like this, and so on. Put a box in, fills up with rods, and it drops down into a rack. Keeps dropping down until the bottom one gets to the bottom. A piston pushes this one out. This one drops down. It goes onto a loading cart, just like that. So I made 20 of them. This should keep them in stock for a good long time. If you like this video, subscribe. I hope you liked it. Or give me the thumbs up. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye. All right, strength test. Let's see how many squeezes I can get before it breaks. 1, 2, 3. 3, and it broke. Okay, let's go over to the plywood one. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it's not breaking. It's just not breaking. I like that.